Did you know that according to Harvard Health Publishing, adults who practice just 3 small daily habits live an average of 7 years longer than those who do not? Let me tell you about Margaret, a 73-year-old retired librarian who discovered this truth in the most unexpected place. Last spring, Margaret was sitting in the sunny common room of Willowbrook Senior Living, feeling overwhelmed by her arthritis and wondering if her best days were behind her. That is when she overheard something that changed everything. A group of residents, all in their late 60s to early 90s, began sharing their secrets. Not about expensive treatments or complicated diets, but about tiny habits. Gentle rhythms, they swore, helped them feel just a little steadier, a little brighter, a little more in control of their aging journey. Robert, 88, talked about his hallway walks during commercials. Eleanor, 69, mentioned her bedtime ritual that finally helped her sleep through the night. Frank, 82, shared his simple morning protein rule that kept his energy steady all day. What they shared was not magic. It was doable. And Margaret realized that aging well is not about dramatic changes. It is about small, consistent choices that add up over time. Today, we will walk through those 7 gentle habits that Margaret overheard that day, and back them up with solid science from institutions like Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and the National Institute on Aging. You will leave with a practical checklist that could make your days feel easier, your body more energized, and your mind a little lighter. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for aging wisely, one gentle habit at a time. If living healthier every day matters to you, hit that subscribe button and let us discover these life-changing habits together. Here is something most people do not realize. Aging is not a light switch that suddenly makes you feel older overnight. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, how we age is determined by the accumulation of small daily choices over weeks, months, and years. These choices shape how we move, eat, sleep, connect, and heal. The residents Margaret overheard were not preaching miracles. They were living proof of what scientists call the pillars of healthy aging. The biological why. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30. According to Harvard Medical School, our sleep patterns shift, our balance decreases, and social connections often weaken, all contributing to what researchers call frailty syndrome. But here is the encouraging news. Small, consistent habits can significantly slow this process. Think of your body like a well-tended garden. You do not need to replant everything at once. You just need to water it regularly, give it some sunlight, and remove the weeds. The residents Margaret met had figured out their version of daily gardening for their health. Regular gentle movement to support strength and balance. Strategic protein intake to preserve muscle mass. Sleep rituals to improve rest and recovery. Social connections to boost mood and memory. Proper hydration and fiber to support heart and digestive health. And something often forgotten, maintaining a sense of purpose. When practiced together, these habits will not cure disease, but Mayo Clinic research shows they can help you wake up feeling steadier, more clear-headed, and more like yourself. They create what scientists call successful aging, maintaining physical function, cognitive ability, and life satisfaction as the years pass. Before we explore those 7 powerful habits, Let us learn from the mistakes these wise residents had to unlearn. Margaret heard them laughing about these common traps. Maybe you will recognize some of them. The all-or-nothing trap. Dorothy, 71, used to think, if I cannot walk a mile like I used to, what is the point? This perfectionist mindset kept her sedentary for months. Research from Cleveland Clinic shows that even 5 minutes of movement provides measurable health benefits. The harm. When we demand perfection, we often end up doing nothing at all. The protein skipping breakfast. I am just not hungry in the morning. Frank used to say, surviving on toast and coffee until lunch. The problem, without morning protein, your body breaks down muscle tissue for energy. Journal of Nutrition research shows that spreading protein throughout the day is crucial for muscle maintenance after 60. The consequence. Muscle loss accelerates, leading to weakness and fall risk. The afternoon caffeine crutch. Eleanor discovered that her 3 p.m. coffee habit was sabotaging her sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours, meaning that afternoon cup could still be affecting your system at bedtime. Sleep medicine reviews found that poor sleep quality accelerates cognitive decline and increases inflammation. The sitting marathon syndrome. Robert realized he was spending 4 to 5 hours straight watching TV or doing puzzles. Harvard Health warns that prolonged sitting increases risk of heart disease, diabetes, and blood clots, even if you exercise regularly. The solution is not avoiding activities you love. It is breaking them up with gentle movement. The isolation spiral. I do not want to bother anyone, Margaret used to think. But loneliness literally changes your brain chemistry. UCLA research shows that social isolation increases inflammation and weakens immune function as much as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. The emotional cost, depression, anxiety, and faster cognitive decline. The random supplement gamble. I started taking magnesium because my neighbor swears by it. Dorothy shared. Taking supplements without medical guidance can be dangerous, especially with prescription medications. The FDA reports that supplement drug interactions cause thousands of emergency room visits annually among seniors. The fear-based news consumption. Frank used to start every morning reading health headlines that made him anxious. Chronic stress from negative news actually accelerates aging by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA. Starting your day with fear sets a tone of helplessness rather than empowerment. Have you fallen into any of these traps? You are not alone, and more importantly, they are all completely reversible with gentle, consistent changes. These 7 habits come directly from real people living them successfully, and they are validated by medical research from our most trusted institutions. Habit 1. The commercial break movement plus balance practice. Margaret heard Robert share his simple routine. During every commercial break, he would walk the length of the hallway. After each walk, he would stand near the handrail and practice balancing on one foot, then the other, for just 30 seconds each. The American Heart Association confirms that frequent light movement throughout the day improves circulation, reduces blood clots, and maintains joint flexibility. Balance practice specifically reduces fall risk by 23%, according to Cochrane Reviews. Start with 2 hallway laps during each hour of TV watching. Add 30 seconds of single-leg balance practice, always near a wall or sturdy furniture for safety. Work up to 5 to 6 movement breaks per day. If you use a walker or cane, marching in place counts too. Always have support nearby when practicing balance. Stop if you feel dizzy or unsteady. Habit 2. The palm-size protein strategy. Eleanor kept a sticky note on her refrigerator that simply said, "palm of protein." At each meal, she would include one palm-sized serving, eggs at breakfast, beans in her salad, Greek yogurt as a snack. Research from Tufts University shows that eating 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal helps maintain muscle mass and strength. Spreading protein throughout the day is more effective than eating it all at dinner. Visualize your palm. That is roughly 3 to 4 ounces of protein. Good options include eggs, fish, chicken, beans, lentils, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or tofu. Aim for this amount at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you have kidney disease or take certain medications, consult your healthcare provider about appropriate protein levels for your situation. Habit 3. The bedtime landing strip ritual. Every night at 8:30 p.m., Frank would dim the lights, brew a cup of herbal tea, and write one sentence in a small journal. "Today is bright spot was." This simple routine signaled his body that sleep time was approaching. Johns Hopkins Sleep Center research shows that consistent bedtime routines improve sleep quality by helping regulate your circadian rhythm. Better sleep supports memory, immune function, and emotional regulation. Choose 2 to 3 calming activities and do them in the same order every night. Dim lights, take a warm bath, stretch gently, read something peaceful, or practice gratitude. Start your routine 1 hour before desired bedtime. Avoid screens during this routine. The blue light can interfere with melatonin production. Habit 4. The strategic water and fiber pairing. Dorothy placed a water glass at 5 key spots: bedside table, kitchen counter, living room, and by her favorite chair. With each glass of water, she would pair it with something fiber-rich: berries with breakfast, apple slices mid-morning, beans at lunch. Mayo Clinic research shows that proper hydration supports cognitive function, joint lubrication, and temperature regulation. Fiber helps maintain healthy cholesterol, blood sugar, and digestive function, particularly important as metabolism slows with age. Keep water visible and accessible. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily unless restricted by your doctor. Add 1 high-fiber food to each meal: oats, berries, beans, vegetables, or whole grains. Increase fiber gradually to avoid digestive discomfort. If you are on fluid restrictions or blood pressure medications, check with your healthcare provider about appropriate fluid intake. Habit 5. The 2-person connection network. Every Sunday, Robert made 2 phone calls, one to his daughter, another to his old work buddy Tom. He also committed to 1 weekly social activity: Tuesday morning coffee at the community center, Thursday grocery shopping with his neighbor Eleanor. Harvard's Grant study, following people for over 80 years, found that strong relationships are the biggest predictor of happiness and health in aging. Social connection reduces inflammation, boosts immune function, and may prevent cognitive decline. Identify 2 people you can contact regularly: family, friends, or neighbors. Make 1 check-in call per week and plan 1 social outing or activity. This could be as simple as a grocery trip together, a phone chat, or joining a community group. If you feel isolated, begin with just saying hello to 1 person each day: a cashier, neighbor, or fellow walker. Habit 6. The morning purpose card. Each evening, Eleanor wrote 3 small purposes for the next day on an index card. Water the plants, Call granddaughter Sarah. Finish Chapter 4. She placed it beside her coffee maker so she would see it first thing in the morning. University of Rochester research shows that having daily purpose reduces cortisol levels, improves sleep quality, and may add years to your life. Purpose does not have to be grand. Small, meaningful activities provide the same benefits. Before bed, write 2 to 3 specific reasons to get up tomorrow. Include one caring task, such as tend plants or call someone, one personal goal, such as read, walk, or organize, and one small joy, such as music, puzzle, or cooking. Place the card where you will see it upon waking. Examples include feed the birds, finish my crossword, text good morning to Michael, organize one drawer, listen to my favorite song. Habit 7. The medical visit preparation system. After hearing the others' experiences, Margaret developed a simple system. Before each doctor visit, she would prepare a 1-page summary, her biggest concern, current medications and supplements, any new symptoms, and 2 specific questions she wanted answered. Johns Hopkins research shows that patients who prepare for medical visits have better health outcomes and feel more satisfied with their care. Clear communication prevents dangerous drug interactions and ensures important issues are not overlooked. 1 week before your appointment, create a simple list. Your main health goal or concern. All medications, vitamins, and supplements with dosages. Any new symptoms or changes since last visit. 2 specific questions you want answered. Bring a pen to take notes during the visit. Do not hesitate to say, "Could you repeat that, or can you explain that in simpler terms?" Your healthcare team wants you to understand. Let us return to that sunny common room where Margaret's journey began. 6 months later, Margaret is not a different person. She is more herself than she has been in years. Her arthritis has not disappeared, but her daily hallway walks have strengthened her legs enough that she climbs stairs with confidence again. Her simple bedtime ritual helped her sleep through the night for the first time in months. Most importantly, her weekly coffee dates with 2 neighbors have given her something to look forward to every week. Robert, now 79, recently told Margaret, "I do not feel young again. I feel like the best version of my age." His balance practice prevented a fall last month, and his protein-focused meals give him energy to tend his small garden. Eleanor, after a year of her purpose cards, started volunteering to read to children at the local library, something she had always wanted to do but never prioritized. Having 3 small reasons to get up each morning, she says, made me remember I had bigger reasons to keep going. Frank discovered that his evening gratitude practice did not just improve his sleep, it changed how he saw his days. "I started looking for bright spots instead of problems," he shared. Same life, better lens. And Dorothy. She has become the gentle encourager of the group, reminding everyone that progress is not about perfection. "Some days I only do 2 habits instead of all 7. She laughs. "And that is still infinitely better than the 0 I was doing before." None of them transformed overnight, but they started. And starting, it turns out, is everything. You deserve to wake up with purpose, not anxiety. You deserve to feel steady in your own body. You deserve connection, to others and to your own vibrant life. Your challenge is beautifully simple. Choose just 1 habit from today's list. Write it on a sticky note. Put it somewhere you will see it every day. Try it for 1 week. Just 7 days. Notice how you feel. Then come back and share your experience in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take their first step. And if this video gave you hope or practical help, subscribe to Senior Health Facts. We are here for your entire journey of aging with wisdom, grace, and gentle strength. Remember, you are not trying to turn back time. You are learning to make the time you have richer, steadier, and more joyful. That is not just possible at any age, it is your birthright. Many people ask whether loneliness truly affects physical health. The evidence is clear. Prolonged isolation can raise inflammation and increase the risks for heart disease and memory decline over time. Some wonder about using a walker with limited mobility and movement breaks. Even seated exercises count. Try seated marching, shoulder rolls, or gentle stretching during commercial breaks. If you can stand safely with your walker, even 30 seconds of standing is beneficial. Others ask about not feeling hungry in the morning and force feeding causing nausea. That is completely normal. Focus on protein at lunch and dinner. Aim for 2 palm-sized portions instead of 3 smaller ones. Greek yogurt, protein smoothies, or even a handful of nuts can be gentler morning options. People often worry about feeling too lonely or anxious to reach out to others. Start incredibly small. Wave to a neighbor. Say good morning to someone at the store. Comment positively on a social media post. Connection anxiety is real, but each tiny interaction builds confidence. Many ask about rushed doctor visits and making the preparation system work. Print your preparation sheet and hand it to your provider at the beginning of the visit. Say these are my main concerns. Most doctors appreciate organized patients. Let me share your easy reference daily routine. Save this and share it with someone you care about. Start your morning by checking your purpose card. Review 2 to 3 small reasons to embrace the day. Include palm-sized protein with breakfast, such as eggs, Greek yogurt, or protein smoothie. Place water glass in visible spot and take first mindful sip. Put on comfortable shoes to remind yourself movement opportunities exist. During midday, take 2 to 3 movement breaks during TV or sitting time with hallway walks or seated marching. Add fiber-rich food to lunch such as beans, berries, vegetables with another glass of water. Practice 30-second balance holds near sturdy support if safe for your mobility level. Send 1 text or make 1 brief call to maintain social connection. For your evening routine, begin bedtime ritual 1 hour before sleep with dim lights, herbal tea, gentle stretch. Write tomorrow is purpose card and place by coffee maker or breakfast spot. Practice gratitude by noting 1 bright spot from today. Ensure bedroom is cool, dark dot, and electronics are charging outside the room. Weekly, plan 1 social outing or connection opportunity such as coffee, grocery trip, phone call. Prepare for next medical appointment with 1-page summary if visit is upcoming. Review which habits felt easiest and which need gentle adjustment. Celebrate consistency over perfection. Progress is measured in weeks, not days. Remember these gentle reminders. All or nothing thinking is the enemy of sustainable change. Some days, doing 30% of your habits is infinitely better than 0%. Every small choice matters. There are no insignificant healthy decisions. You are not trying to reverse aging. You are optimizing the life you have right now. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we have shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health and daily routines. While these habits are based on solid research and real experiences from people like Margaret, Robert, Eleanor, Frank, Dot, and Dorothy, I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise routine, or daily activities. They know your personal health history, your medications, and your individual circumstances best. And they can guide you on what is right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what works wonderfully for Margaret is arthritis, or Frank's sleep challenges might need small adjustments for your own health needs. If you have heart conditions, diabetes, mobility limitations, or take multiple medications, please discuss these habits with your healthcare team first. They can help you adapt these suggestions safely and effectively. Your healthcare providers are your best partners in this journey towards stronger days and better health. Remember, these gentle habits are about adding joy and stability to your life, not creating stress or pressure. Go at your own pace, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every small step forward. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.